Welcome to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanzeeba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. Biden says it was his obligation to the country to drop out of presidential race. Biden to campaign for Harris in battleground state Pennsylvania. Harris says she supports eliminating federal taxes on tips. Trump blames Iran for email hack and says only publicly available information stolen. Nancy Pelosi continues to exercise ultimate power over Democrats. House explosion in Maryland kills one and injures two. All 62 on board confirmed dead in ATR 72 plane crash in Brazil. Seoul says North Korea has flown more trash balloons towards South Korea. Uganda garbage dump landslide toll hits 21. US women capture 8th consecutive basketball gold medal. Sergi Roberto leaves Barca after 14 seasons. And Kersley appointed as interim England manager. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. President Joe Biden explained that he felt it was his obligation to the country to drop out of the 2024 presidential race to prevent what he called a genuine danger to American security if Donald Trump won a second term. In an emotional interview with CBS News, Biden shared his reasons for stepping aside, saying he lost the confidence of senior House and Senate Democrats who feared his unpopularity would hurt them in the upcoming elections. Biden said he made the decision after discussions with his family, believing it was necessary to defeat Trump. He admitted his poor debate performance in June, where he was unwell, added to the concerns about his ability to run for a second term. Despite this, Biden insisted he has no serious health problems. Biden also recalled a promise he made to his late son Beau to remain engaged in politics, which influenced his decision. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who had expressed concerns about Biden's chances, praised him as a preeminent and very consequential president. Ultimately, Biden felt stepping down was the best way to protect democracy. President Joe Biden announced that he will campaign for Democratic candidate Kamala Harris in Pennsylvania, a crucial battleground state in the upcoming November election. Biden shared this during an interview with CBS, marking his first public remarks since deciding in late July to withdraw from the presidential race against Republican candidate Donald Trump. He expressed concerns about the future of U.S. democracy. Polls by the New York Times and Siena College show Harris leading Trump by 4 points in Pennsylvania and two other key states, Wisconsin and Michigan. Biden confirmed he will campaign in Pennsylvania and other states, supporting Harris in any way she needs. Biden and Harris are scheduled to appear together in Maryland on Thursday to discuss their efforts to lower costs for Americans. Harris, who became the official Democratic nominee last week, plans to reveal her policy positions, focusing on the economy soon. She has chosen Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate, whom Biden praised as real and smart. Biden stepped down from the race after a challenging debate with Trump on June 27. Vice President Kamala Harris announced that she would work to eliminate taxes on tips for service workers if elected president. Speaking at a rally in Las Vegas with her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, Harris praised the Culinary Workers Union, which recently endorsed her and promised to continue supporting working families. Harris's proposal matches one previously introduced by former President Donald Trump. In response, Trump accused Harris of copying his idea, claiming it was purely for political gain. He first announced the idea to eliminate taxes on tapes during a June rally in Las Vegas. Harris's campaign clarified that her proposal would require new legislation, and she plans to work with Congress to create a bill with income limits and strict rules to prevent misuse by high earners. The policy would also be paired with efforts to raise the minimum wage. While some Republicans have supported similar bills, others are skeptical due to concerns about the rising national debt. Some workers and advocates have also expressed a preference for higher base wages over the elimination of taxes on tapes. Donald Trump accused the Iranian government of hacking his presidential campaign, claiming they only accessed publicly available information. The news broke after Politico reported receiving internal documents from Trump's campaign, including a vetting dossier on his running mate, J.D. Vance. The documents were sent by an anonymous account identified as Robert. Trump announced on his Truth Social platform that Microsoft informed his team about the hack, which targeted one of their websites. He criticized the U.S. government as weak and ineffective, but promised that it wouldn't stay that way for long. Microsoft had previously reported that Iranian hackers attempted a phishing attack in June on a high-ranking official from a presidential campaign, but they didn't identify the official. The hack is another challenge for Trump's campaign, which has faced difficulties recently. After initially leading in the polls, Trump's campaign has seen a decline following Joe Biden's decision to drop out of the race and endorse Kamala Harris. Harris, along with her running mate Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, has surged in the polls, leading Trump in key swing states like Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. When Nancy Pelosi, the former House Speaker, signaled her concerns about President Joe Biden's re-election plans, it became clear that his time might be up. Amid the chaos of U.S. politics in recent weeks, Pelosi's influence remained constant. Known for her ability to shape political outcomes, Pelosi played a crucial role in reshaping the face for the White House. Pelosi publicly urged Biden to reconsider his plans to run again, even though he had repeatedly stated that he would stay in the race. Her encouragement led to Biden stepping aside and endorsing Kamala Harris. Pelosi's influence didn't stop there. She also supported the choice of former Congressman Tim Walz as Harris' running mate. Despite their long friendship, Pelosi's actions were driven by her determination to prevent Donald Trump from returning to the White House. In a candid interview, Pelosi admitted that she wasn't impressed with Biden's political team, expressing her concern that they were not on a winning path. Her intervention was seen as pivotal in Biden's decision to step down. A house in Hertford County, Maryland exploded early Sunday morning, killing one person and injuring two others, according to local fire officials. The Hertford County Fire and EMS Association reported that firefighters were initially called to the scene around 6:42 a.m. for a gas leak outside the home. As they arrived, the house exploded. Master Deputy State Fire Marshal Oliver Elker and Fire Department spokesperson Jeffrey Sexton described the scene as one of the largest explosions they had ever witnessed. The house was completely destroyed, with debris scattered across the area. A nearby home was also heavily damaged. One injured person, a utility worker from Baltimore Gas and Electric Company, was already on the scene to investigate an electrical issue. The cause of the explosion is still unknown, and officials are not sure if the electrical issue was related. Emergency services and other agencies, including the Hertford County Sheriff's Office and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, are investigating. Officials have asked the public to stay away from the debris area and to avoid flying drones near the site. Now it's time for global updates. Emergency crews in Brazil have recovered the bodies of all 62 people who were on board a plane that crashed in Vinhedo near Sao Paulo. The aircraft, an ATR-72 turboprop, was en route from Cascavel in Paraná state to Sao Paulo when it went down around 1:30 p.m. local time on Friday. The crash occurred in a residential area, but fortunately, no one on the ground was injured. The victims included 34 men and 28 women. The remains of the pilot and co-pilot were identified earlier, and the majority of the bodies have already been taken to Sao Paulo's police morgue for further identification. 4 of the victims had dual citizenship, 3 were Venezuelan, and 1 was Portuguese. Initially, regional carrier Vilpus reported that 57 passengers and 4 crew members were on the flight. However, they later confirmed there was 1 more passenger, bringing the total number of casualties to 62. The plane's black box, which records flight data and cockpit conversations, is being analyzed to determine the cause of the crash. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. South Korea's military reported that North Korea has once again sent balloons filled with trash toward the south, adding to a peculiar psychological warfare campaign. On Saturday, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff warned that the balloons could drift to areas north of Seoul. The city and provincial authorities issued alerts for citizens to report any balloon sightings to the military or police. No injuries or property damage have been reported so far. In recent weeks, North Korea has launched over 2,000 balloons carrying waste paper, cloth scraps, and cigarette butts into South Korea. This action is believed to be in response to South Korean activists who have been sending anti-Pyongyang leaflets across the border. North Korea had last sent balloons on July 24, with one landing near the South Korean presidential compound. Although no dangerous materials were involved, the incident raised concerns about the safety of South Korean facilities. In retaliation, South Korea has activated loudspeakers to broadcast propaganda and K-pop songs. The escalating tensions come as North Korea faces saber flooding, with Kim Jong-un rejecting international aid and accusing South Korea of spreading false information. The death toll from a landslide at a large garbage dump in Kampala, Uganda has risen to 21, according to police reports. The landslide occurred late on Friday when a section of the city's only landfill site, Kitazi, collapsed following heavy rains in recent weeks. The landslide crushed and buried homes on the edge of the dump as residents slept. Initially, the Kampala Capital City Authority had reported 8 deaths, but this number increased dramatically as rescue efforts continued. Police spokesperson Patrick Onyango confirmed that at least 14 people have been rescued so far, though it is unclear how many more might be trapped under the debris. The Uganda Red Cross has set up tents nearby to shelter those displaced by the disaster. The Kitazi landfill, which has been Kampala's sole garbage dump for many years, has grown into a massive hill, leading to ongoing concerns about environmental hazards and safety. Rescue teams are still working to find survivors and assess the full extent of the damage. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. In a thrilling Olympic basketball final, the United States narrowly defeated France 67-66 to win their 8th consecutive gold medal. With the US leading by 3 points, France's last second shot from just inside the three-point line was ruled a two-pointer after a review, leaving the French team heartbroken. Despite the close score, the US was a heavy favorite and entered the game with a 60-game winning streak. The American team faced a tough challenge from France, which played a strong defense and kept the game tight throughout. The US struggled with turnovers and poor shooting from beyond the arc, making it a hard-fought battle. Key moments included crucial free throws and a decisive block in the final minutes, which helped the US hold their lead. The win adds to the US's long-standing dominance in Olympic basketball. Additionally, a notable achievement was made as one US player became the first in Olympic history to win 6 gold medals in team sports. The intense match showcased the fierce competition and high stakes of Olympic basketball. Barcelona announced on Sunday that Sergi Roberto is leaving the club after 14 seasons. The 32-year-old midfielder's contract ended in June, and the club has now confirmed his departure. Roberto, who started at Barcelona's youth academy La Masia, made his first team debut in 2010. He is best remembered for his dramatic performance in 2017, scoring the decisive goal in Barcelona's remarkable 6-1 comeback win over Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. This victory followed a 4-0 loss in the first leg. Over his career with Barcelona, Roberto played 373 games, won 25 trophies, and scored 19 goals. His achievements include 2 Champions League titles and 7 La Liga championships. Recently, he mainly played as a right back but also filled other roles as needed. Barcelona's statement praised Roberto's long and successful career with the team, highlighting his contribution from his early days at La Masia to his impressive achievements on the field. Lee Kersley has been appointed as interim manager of the England national football team, the FA announced on Friday. Kersley, who has been managing England's under-21 team, steps up following Gareth Southgate's departure after 8 years in charge. Southgate resigned after England's loss to Spain in the Euro 2024 final. The 50-year-old Kersley will lead the team for upcoming Nations League matches against the Republic of Ireland and Finland in September. The FA stated that Kersley might continue in the role through the autumn while they search for a permanent manager. Kersley, a former Republic of Ireland international with 40 caps, has a strong football background with over 300 Premier League appearances. He recently led England's under-21 team to victory in the 2023 UEFA Under-21 Euros, the first win for England since 1984. Though he has limited senior managerial experience, Kersley has previously had caretaker roles at Brentford and Birmingham. Kersley expressed his honor at stepping up and aims to ensure continuity and success in the UEFA Nations League while the AFS searches for a new head coach. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 18,267.15. The NYSE Composite is increased by 81.03 points or 0.45%. Tokyo stock close price is 35,025.00. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 193.85 points or 0.56%. Shanghai stock close price is 2,862.19. The Shanghai index is decreased by 7.71 points or 0.27%. Hong Kong stock close price is 17,090.23. The Hang Seng index is increased by 198.40 points or 1.17%. Bombay stock close price is 79,705.91. The Sensex index is increased by 819.69 points or 1.04%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Biden says it was his obligation to the country to drop out of presidential race. Biden to campaign for Harris in battleground state Pennsylvania. Harris says she supports eliminating federal taxes on tips. Trump blames Iran for email hack and says only publicly available information stolen. Nancy Pelosi continues to exercise ultimate power over Democrats. House explosion in Maryland kills 1 and injures 2. All 62 on board confirmed dead in ATR 72 plane crash in Brazil. Seoul says North Korea has flown more trash balloons towards South Korea. Uganda garbage dump landslide toll hits 21. US women capture 8th consecutive basketball gold medal. Sergi Roberto leaves Barca after 14 seasons. And Kersley appointed as interim England manager. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.